Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and in this video, we're going to talk about your government, which is $32 trillion plus dollars in currency collapsing debt, and they don't have a clue about that, so they are awarding $1.7 billion to buy electric and low emission buses. This is a June 26, 2023 article. And if we just come down here a little bit, the White House actually put out, the Department of Transportation put out a statement today. Today is the 26th that, yes, to help put better, cleaner buses on the roads in communities across America. They're so good to us. But, this $1.7 billion is, you can't even say it's not government money, okay? All government money is taxpayer-funded money. And right now, we can't even say that it's taxpayer-funded money because it is debt-funded money. We can't afford these programs, and we can't afford the interest that we're going to be paying to put these programs out here. But here we are. Because, they care so much, right? The same White House that since Barack's first stunt in the White House has refused the education and agenda that would have real solutions. Like we could be having hemp buses. We wouldn't be dealing with electric buses. And if you remember this, the Connecticut bus, this was last summer in, down here, November 2022, it happened in the summer, July, the bus caught fire, it's under investigation. These are all 2022, articles. And yes, this was an electric bus. Okay, so, I'm not even sure they're very safe, but here we are just shoving it down people's throats, and they're not zero emissions. Okay, they are the same as burning gas. These electric vehicles are powered by electricity, and the overwhelming majority of electricity is fossil fuels, the same as burning gas. But, the Department of Transportation is awarding almost $1.7 billion in grants to buy in zero and low emission buses, with the money going to transit projects in 46 states and territories. It will enable transit agencies and state and local governments to buy 1,700 U.S. built buses, nearly half of which will have zero carbon emissions, which is false. So only 1,700 are going to be bought. So when you divide 1.7 billion, and this is, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, so that's 1.7 billion divided by 1,700, that's $1 million per bus. But that's not exactly true, because this is gonna, train mechanics and stuff too, and you're gonna get some charging stations, but that's a lot of money. Okay. And so, the occupation has made it a priority to put more electric vehicles on the roads, especially for schools and public transit, in an effort to contain the damage from climate change. Every day, millions of Americans climb aboard over 60,000 buses to get to work, school, doctors, everywhere they need to be. These are unprecedented levels of investment when it comes to putting modern, cleaner buses on the road. But these aren't cleaner buses. Okay? They're just not. And right here, the Department of Transportation statement says that, this is from, more than 1,700 American-built buses that will be manufactured with American parts and labor. So, okay, so we're gonna actually manufacture something in America and have American workers? Okay, well, that's good. And this project is going to include millions of dollars of funding for workforce programs to help transition today's diesel mechanics to tomorrow's future electric motor vehicle mechanics. Okay, along with they're going to train the internal combustion mechanics to become tomorrow's electric motor mechanics. Okay, and oh yes, it's going to be an innovation boom powered by good paying jobs that grow the American economy from the bottom up and middle out. But that's not true. This is taxpayer debt. This is not growing the economy. This is essentially another government job. Okay? This is not growing the economy. It's growing the government. It also says here that many of the grant recipients have pledged to buy standardized buses and vans and avoid customization, which will result in faster delivery and lower costs. And then it lists some of the places. Now, Washington's getting a lot. Seattle's getting a lot here. Ohio and Iowa. And so this is also going to help modernize bus facilities. So, yeah, it includes some charging stations and whatnot. But the fact of the matter is that no matter how much they say it, these are not zero-emission vehicles. Okay? And right here, Missoula, Montana, they have their mountain line. I sometimes go down to Missoula. I was there last summer. They had a couple little day festival downtown, bands on the street, and downtown Missoula's fun. The river runs through it. You can go, tubing and, kayaking and just swimming, hanging out down along the river. It's a fun little place. But, they're very woke out there in Missoula. And yes, right here. Oh, look at this. All electric, zero emissions. And, here's a better picture of, moving Missoula forward. And so, at this little festival they were having, they had booths and stuff. And one lady was out promoting this bus route. And I'm like, zero emissions? And she's like, well, zero tailgate emissions. I'm like, well, it doesn't say that. She's like, well, we didn't have any room. I'm like, you have this whole bus? You have the whole bus. And you didn't have any room to actually put truth out there? That this emits the same emissions as other buses do, as creating electricity using fossil fuel does? No. All electric, zero emissions. Now, if you do read down into, some of their fine print here, somewhere it does say, zero tailpipe emissions. But, right here. Yes. Zero tailpipe emissions. But that's buried deep down, and it's certainly not front and center in what they're propagandizing, with people seeing this all over town and people that just aren't aware of the truth. And, how long before these vehicles become this vehicle? What should we be doing? Oh, that's right. One, we should be letting capitalism and the market drive innovation, not the government's ridiculous agenda. And if if we had a good government, they would be at least letting the American people in the world know the light years better solutions that they've been withholding from the world. Even Bobby Kennedy will not say to you, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this Mickey Mouse stuff, but this light years better stuff is sitting here. Do you think I should do that? No, not even Bobby Kennedy will say that. Okay? So right now, they are pushing the propaganda, and how are they doing that? Oh, that's right. Spending not even your money, but your national debt that Americans can't afford. America can't afford the money itself, never mind the interest that you're going to be paying on that debt. So this is just another ridiculous thing from people that won't allow real solutions. Stay tuned, people.